Hello and welcome back to TSW 2. Before the release of TSW 3, I am going to do my top 5. And there's quite a few honourable mentions as well. Of course I'm on a PS5 so not everything's installed. But some things which aren't installed will get included to the list. And just to point it out, stopping on a Bakerloo does not mean it's the first one I'm going to say about. So yeah, anything to do from this here does not get included in power picks. So that won't help pick Southeastern, or that won't help pick Visa Dresden, type of thing. And yes, I'm probably going to butcher names like crazy. So, this is going to be an editing madness. So, and I'm going to be doing with every route. When it comes to honourable mentions, I won't go to every route onto that list. So yeah. Let's break the legal thing. So I use now 5 fucking gun up since that's in the middle of both three core routes. So yeah. Trust me, this was not really an easy, some of them weren't easy to set, so but if the I won't do it if the memory fix comes out. But I might do one related to country wise, which is going to be a lot more hard, which is probably be a bit more easier actually after that. Saying that until it's a British one, then it's a bit like a but yeah. So I will see you on the route that is 5th on my list. And 5th place on my top 5 list is Rusik Nord, or RSN. And yeah, I'm surprised that I put it. I'm gonna admit I'm surprised that I did put it on this, but I can't help it. It was one of the original TS, well, not original, but TS 2020 or TS, it's that TSW itself routes. All the trains going in the opposite direction, which is not handy. So yeah, with that, I can't remember. Latin with a level crossing. If it goes down, it goes down. But yeah, what you get in the back? You get the 143, Dostos, and the 182, and the 182, the 185. That's it defaultly. And then they added the BR155 to it, and then the 363, which is the diesel shunter. I've gotten more interested in this route in TSW2 than I did with the original TSW. I've got more interest in the German routes more on the whole, really, with TSW2. Still looking to see if anything has turned up. Thought I saw something. Nope. I must be on a quiet time of the day. But for it, I will admit, I have to admit I like it. It's a route which is easy to learn, hardless as well. And all that I would say is that, well, it's too hard to pick really, like I said, but it just feels too short. Despite it does take an hour to do the full route for passenger, I'd say. But at Fintop, Fintop down here, it would go somehow around here to Siegen. Then obviously up here, over here is Hagen. And Hagen is dead. as you can blatantly tell. There should be a lot more services going this way, but there isn't. Especially because this route is in the game as well. So yeah, that's the reason why it's a bit dead for my liking. If I do Lycos, it's going to be a lot more harder. So yeah, that's the reason behind that. I don't think anything's coming. So yeah, I can't really say too much because it's part of the Federation add-on list from TSW, like I said, and it has had an update, but of course it's now working. PSI over there does work as well. This stage, I believe, modelled on when they're actually doing work to it. Of course, the signal box down at Finentop does work now as well. They should have done something with this. They modded it, so they should have used it. But hey ho. Yeah. One thing that every route in the game could do with more, and that's like logo movements. I'm just going to put that one out there. So, I'm going to leave it here, and we'll move on to the number 4th position, and I will see you on that list. And number 4 spot is Navaka Dresden, or Visa Dresden, depending on what you want to call it. And this is a rush hour route. Spoiler alert, the only rush hour route is actually on the top 5 list, apart from honourable mentions. It gets on there. Same with Rules Ignored. Hello. What's those? And I don't know what. Oh, it's on the route you get so much, it's unbelievable. From stock availability, if you've got other German add-ons as well, it deserves this list. Especially when you've got, I've got quite a few of the routes. You've got the ICE services, you've got the BR101 services as well added. A lot of freight, quite a few different freight stuff, passengers as well, and stuff. Also, you get the DOSOs, the 143, the 146, the 185 and 5.2, I think it is, the black one, in the pack to start with. I swear if I remember rightly, and also different freight wagons as well. And other routes, just give it everything else. It is type of thing, especially because they do pick random there out there as well, on deliveries as well. So they proved it. It's a route that is definitely not underestimated, and especially the night lighting on this. Fair enough, I've picked it at daytime shot at the moment, but it is perfect though as well. I can hear something. I did not know trains ran over there. So yeah, something's due over because there's a green light. So yeah, and also, it wasn't the first route that did those bits in the middle there. That was Hamburg-Lübeck, which didn't make it on this list. It's going to be also, if I go zoom out, you've got both lines up here. You've got the fast and slow lines here. No, I said big. Up to Riesa up here, and Dresden all the way down here. And Dresden's quite busy as well, despite it's more busy on Trans-Rhin. But yeah, it's still quite a busy route, especially during the rush hour period. So yeah, I can't really say too much on this route because it's a beautiful route. Look, I'm just going to leave the camera like that. so we do see stuff. Especially, not just that, it comes with the BR440 tank as well. So yeah. I'm hoping that comes up here. Not a clue, probably won't. Because I think that's a freight route. Might see it spawn through over there, so yeah. It's going to be a good one, especially because you can get red lights as well. So it makes it more fun, and also this was the first route that they did the extension onto, which was up here. Through there. So, yeah, that's why it's on their list as well. Someone's going. No, I was right, it went over the bridge. The 143 did go over the bridge. So, yeah. Rude. Hey, those automatic things, they're everywhere. So, yeah. I'm hoping another train turns up before I leave. It will, because there's one just behind. And it does look like the 440 town, actually. No trains speeding down here, are there? Nope. So yeah. Here comes the town. It's a free car thing, so it's definitely a town looking like that. It's not like, it doesn't look like that, so it's probably a talent more likely. So I don't think the other thing's coming this way. Of course, the talents do sound like the flipping best of the. So yeah, I'm surprised no one's actually made unless the underground delivery follows you. Since they sound like it. But yeah, like I said about the route, I haven't found the service that runs through here yet. If you know, please tell me. And I'm talking about service, not snow, so I know there is snow that does run through it as well. So then, it was a freight turn. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that one. Like Matt Pedersen, I could probably run on about this route for God's time. A lot of different service patterns as well, fast, low passenger as well. So, I'm moving on to the next route, which is the third place route. So it hits the top 3. Let's move on to that one, and I will see you on that route. I think you can guess the third already. I'm not driving, by the way, say I. I'm in the garage. Yes, we're on the Spirit of Steam. And this will be the only one I have like that. So yeah, hopefully it will move at some point. And yes, it's third. It probably would be higher if there was a lot more stuff happening on it. Because it is dead. And at the same time, I'm on, before you ask, PS5, so not PC. PC and PS5 and Xbox, whatever the current gen Xbox is, should at some point when they tick the box for it, the coaches should be in not just this livery but the other livery as well. Doesn't show up as well, and also they should livery up at some point. Then the Kindlings one. But look at how busy. Right, this is Crewe. This is Lagfest. It's quite a decent route to say. It's set for what time period it is in. It's not the best. It's awful. Looking at the map's quite bad. But just prove Crewe's a bit of a FPS hog. Door shut. This is the other reason why it's not I. Because this is not chuffing. Oh, that's not set right. How long will that last? But yeah. That's a shame, isn't it? But no sounds coming out of that. No, not properly going chuff 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 over yet. That's a bug. So it's the sounds of this. But the main reason why it's on this is about Steam, so it's high up to this because of that reason. If we get up to some decent speed, this will be. I'll be able to show you that as well. So I will say even the characters are actually quite goodly modelled. Actually, can't open the windows. I don't know what it is, but me and back camera. At least, unlike the rest of Somerset, the couplers are right. Technically in an opposition to picking up back like couplers back then, but it's. I'm going to say it's fair on that. Do you think we're starting up to some good speed? You will notice that the wheels aren't blurred. If I was driving, the smoke would behave on those bridges as well. What one are we in? Clayton. Two female crew as well. So you got the driver and the fireman. Shame the fireman still books the call, but hey ho. I don't like that on the outside, it's a shame. So yeah. Like I said, there's not much I can talk about this route because there's not really much on it. You only get the Jubilee and the 8F. Don't think 2 laps will really anything. Back in the Steam days, but hey, or even today, there's still on that. I do believe we've actually we're getting fucked. There you go. The wheels are not blurred. That's the reason behind that. Even the coaches are modelled quite deeply nice. Obviously, you would hear it louder in this bit to anywhere else. So yeah, I don't know if you can. Oh, you can open the window. You can open the windows then on those doors, but not on those doors. Of course, you can't get in the toilet. I don't know. So for now, there's only one coach type. Hey, cool. Oh, there's a little bit of a chuffing sound now, but it's mostly coming from click clap from the wheels themselves. By the looks of it, the cows. But hey, I don't know who wrote them out. That's the only thing I've just noticed. But yeah, I would do trains putting on this route if more stuff was on it. That for now is the only thing that holds it back, along with not picking the different colour carriages which are in the pack. So we now move on to the number 2 spot. Obviously, semaphore signalling before the win on this one. I unallowed the camera get hit in the face by this camera, and then move. And the number 2 spot goes to Southeastern High Speed. Yeah, the networker probably gives it away. Parked up there. So in the pack, fair enough, I noticed TSW3 as well now. Will be at some point. So that probably won't help. It goes the first time, I have to admit, but not many people going for the 4 ceiling again. So, that, good in Gillingham. So move out, we've got Faversham and all the way up to Sunderland and Pancras. Then after TSW3 update grade, it will be going to Dartford and all the way down to the place that I've completely gone, Ramsgate and Ramsgate. So in the pack, TS2 you get only the 375, my brain's just on toast, and the 395. And then in another pack, you get the 465 Networker, which is parked over there. And then other packs give it the Class 66 frame, and also other packs do give it the Medway Explorer special trains. So I don't know if any are due. When's the next train due? 33, 20, 17. So, but yeah, there's nothing due at the moment, but I can't help that. So yeah, like I said, livery don't help, so forget that part of it, because that's not a default network, not default livery over there. I can tell you that straight off. I think that's the Cormax livery which I've made. I think it could be actually looking at. It doesn't look like that Southeast from there. So yeah, it's going to be, like I said, an upgraded to TSW3, which will include the network and the Class 66 in one pack, and also the extensions. So yeah, I think it will keep its number 2 spot on that list, whatever, because it's got a lot more stuff. Services coming out of Strood, stuff going to Sheerness, AI only, and a lot more on the route in general default without having to have any other add-ons. So yeah, route I can do hubness. It's too good to explain why. And like I said, I am not an ambassador of Dovetail. I don't work for Dovetail. I just like it. But networkers improve any route. So yeah, I keep looking at the map thinking there's something coming. There is something coming. Freighting. I'm going on that path. Don't do this in real life, kids. So yeah, I think that's a slick, probably the freight coming up actually. No idea which freight service it is. I have no idea. So yeah, thinking of it, it could be the one that stops at Sittingbourne. I think. I'll be able to tell if it turns up. Today would be nice. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was right. It's the Connex livery. So yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the time. Rude. Oh, that's set up. That'll be awesome. like I said, I can't really say too much about this route. You will hear that at some point in the part. It's going to be interesting. So, today would be nice. That is definitely the freight train. Was it be here by now? The twins are sat down. Has that light changed over there? No idea, because I can't see it as a balloon bend. Yeah, freight. It's definitely not the one that you have to have the pain in the arse headlight parallel. I don't think I'm gonna get this done, but I might wait and cheat. But yeah. So these are the pain in the arse, which is why they didn't just make these AI only, these services. So yeah. I'm gonna wait for that network to leave. Then we'll move on to honourable mentions. So you feel free to put your top 5 list down below in the comments. Off she goes. $15 sounds so awful. Do you mind? But yeah. So there we go. Southeastern High Speed for the second spot. So what route could be number 1? Because I ain't down yet until we hit number 1. We've got some of them mentioned to go through. And we're going on a couple of them, other routes as well to do it. Is there a time limit? And I will see you on the first one. Time for the honourable mentions. For the first honourable mention is the West Somerset Railway. A heritage railway that's only got 25 miles an hour. So yeah, I guess it's going to be a very hard one to pick. These were. No, Southwest Liberty looks so good on a 377. But yeah. I don't think I have picked a time when there goes the HST. That is on the sprue as well, for some unknown reason. And the next honourable mention is this one, the London the Brighton Main Line. I'd have called it that because it goes all the way down to Brighton, it's not just in London, because London actually ends here. That's the London boundary, down there pretty much, or down south, South Croydon, but East Croydon is the main end. So yeah, it's got a lot on it, a lot of stuff, this big massive timetable, with obviously quite a few of the southeastern stuff as well coming in and out. I do wonder how the southeastern trains are going to work in TSW2, TSW3. Obviously, because I've got the southeastern route, southeastern high speed on this, and then I will be adding on TSW3 as well. Do I download? Does it countersync them both together or not? I don't know. So, well then, of course, in the pack you get the 377 and the 378. 378 on Garrett Express, 377 on the Southern services. Then other packs from East Coast Way and the 313 give you the 313 services. GWR give you the Great Western services. In and out Reading, down here and stuff. And at the same time 66 services. There goes a 375, possibly as well. The reason why it gets honorable mentions is because pretty much the route is basically dead down here. All this bit is really a dead route, especially this area. Here is a barren wasteland due to there being no Thameslink trains, and at the same time a bug on the route, which is the bug for this there, because that for 166 there, I'm guessing, is a Galaxy service which should come onto platform 0, I think, up there and there, and it can't. It doesn't get clearance in until that departs, which is the Tunbridge service. So yeah. And also up here, up at Clackham, which is it was the busiest place in the country, but it's the busy in terms of railway trains and stuff going in and out. It is dead as well. That's the reason why it's pushed down a bit. So I'm going to move on to a different route to continue the honourable mentions. Noisy. At least the sounds are better than they were. So, as we continue the honourable mentions, Hamstrucker, Munich, Augsburg. Trust me, this route would have been very close to hitting the top 5 for definite, due to how busy it is for me and obviously PC. So current gen and PC on that. The reason why it's less on the list, more or less goes with London Brighton as well. It's the last gen reason. Last gen players do not get much on there at all. And then now, this breaks my heart to say this. It's the Iron Line pre-upgrade. Because I don't know if it's not really been called anything different. I'm just saying pre-upgrade because it's the one start with the 403 in it, not the 404. Yeah, it breaks my heart to say that because the 38 stock, I adore the Sky Heaven and Hello 009. That's one of the many problems. Headlights not missing, definitely ports don't work. Sounds also could do with work as well. If I run down it, at least the system's stopping. There's no PSI at Smallbrook, so that's wrong. they do act like that, at least in real life. Not this many people get off a small book in real life. Come on. Now I don't turn the headlights on either. So yeah, that's another grudge I have on. The thing I do like is the official poster there for the steamroller itself. Come on, Mr. Driver. Yeah, okay then. One thing you can do is open the window. Oh, get out of the living way. It's a problem with small book junction. But yeah, they do not make that beeping sound in real life. So yeah, since that's gone, I'm going to book rival. Another thing I will admit, this is a grudge more than anything else, because I'm local. There's a signal box missing. Oop. And a shoehorn missing there for the tokens to go on. Away down there, the crossing down there as well for staff. It's not been open, and that should be a big door really. Of course, the ticket office is there for the steam line as well. So yeah, and the other one is the speedo bug, which has been reported and reported, but doesn't get fixed. So yeah. So we've got two more. I've got to pick which line to do it on. So I will see you on those two for that route. I will see you on the last two honourable mentions. Welcome to the next two honourable mentions. I think you can guess one of them. So I start with that one. The East Coast Way. And I will admit, it's all fine. Nothing's really wrong on the route. But what I say is obviously there's 313 services of DLC. That is actually a DLC packed onto it as well. Don't know why it moved forward slightly. And also that they turn your bloody tail lights off. That's also a bug I hope they fix at some point. I wish that they put on the back, it would pick a different screen than the 66. That's my only grudge on that, is the heritage train is the flipping 66. Default wise. And not a 47 or 37 type thing. By default. At least they've renegated that problem. And like I said, nothing really wrong on it. I think they should have kept the 8-car trains in service on there, especially during the rush hour periods more. So they would run still. So you'd have a different variety as well. Of course, you get the 313s as well, which take over completely on the Lewis services and the east down to Eastbourne services down to here. Which in truth they don't. They do have 377s doing it as well. But yeah, of course, it's a complete different timetable to default, just for the 313 to work. and you don't really get many after services coming from London either. I have noticed as well. That's another thing they should really be putting on. I need to stop talking. And the next one is the Bakerloo line. It needs more services. Just to put it onto the list, I'm going to have to admit. That's the biggest thing it needs, is more service. Team big gaps, 38 stops don't really help out. They don't add anything to the default timetable. Hopefully when the new upgraded timetable comes out, it will do something to it. So then, moving on to the number 1 position. And the number 1 route is, though I need to give it an introduction, is the upgraded Isle of Wight line with the 483 in service. I should have checked the map beforehand, but yeah. I have no idea what that's doing. So yeah, well, that's Smallville, there's no trains coming. Hey. For one certain point, I've not really seen any bugs to this route. No. And literally, like the original one, who's nicked them in Segna box? For small look over there. But you can't. Now this is better because it does look like this. In fact, get the wall. Someone's had a bit of business. It's got the ticket office here as well for the Steam Railway as well. Never modelled the bin there. The waste bin, if you are curious. In truth, I don't think we have PSI down at Smallbrook either. But at least this PSI doesn't have bugs on it either. So yeah, I might be biased. No correction, I am biased. Because it is my local, kind of, route. But yeah, the upgrade, got all the platforms have this now. So there's the original platform there, and that's the upgraded part of it. So it's higher. Use the map for this. Upgrading down here is now double track as well. And also staying down. So yeah, all the platforms have been increased height wise. New trains, which is 483. Despite the route on here, delivery is wrong. That's my own grudge. Cough, cough, Southwest. But, like I said, that's the only thing. There are small bugs here and there that are not game breaking. The ride estimated snot barkers aren't like that. The 2 is a 4 for some strange reason. But it's some issue coming out with, I suppose. So, comment your top 5 down below. Perhaps throw me ideas. If you wanted me to do a loco at the locos in the game itself, and I don't just mean the loco packs. Kind of anyway. Like the loco packs, I mean the locos that you get on the routes as well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, as well. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more TSW2 content. This is going to be a fun edit, and I will see you whenever the next video comes out. Goodbye.